nangyari siya sa akin nung bago pa lang ako na from early morning flight normal, especially when you're starting. You will eventually get the hang of it. So lastly, part of the physical ability of a flight attendant is to be able to work in extended shifts in excess of 12 hours because ang flight attendant job is not a 9 to 5 job. Hindi po siya kagaya ng mga office work na pasok ka ng 9, uwi ka ng 5. Hindi po siya ganun. So we can work 12 hours or more. Masasabi mo 12 hours or more because minsan hindi mo may expect na magkakaroon ng technical delays. Technical delays, ibig sabihin may technical problem yung eroplano, so meron kailangan ayusin on ground, so mas napapahaba yung duty mo. Meron din mangyayari minsan na dahil sa weather, hindi kayo makakaland doon sa destination mo, which also happened to me a few years ago. Like, we were about to land in, our final destination was in Beijing, China. We were supposed to be in Beijing, China at around 5 a.m. Alam nyo ba kung anong oras na kami nakarating ng Beijing, China? Dahil nag-divert kami sa Hong Kong dahil masama yung panahon sa Beijing. Nakarating kami ng Beijing, China ng alas 3 ng hapon. Imagine niyo yun kung gaano kahaba yung nilipad namin. And Beijing, China flight is a 5-hour flight. So imagine niyo nag-work kami from 10 p.m. Dumating kami ng China ng 3 p.m. the next day and walang tulugan yun. Gising kami the whole time. That's why it is very important for the flight attendant to have to be able to work extended shifts in excess of 12 hours because you really don't know what you will experience during the flight. All right, so just to summarize it all, the role of a flight attendant is a critical component of flight passenger and safety. You are the front line of the company and you are the person who will be making the difference to the experience of the passenger, which is, of course, the priority of every company, customer satisfaction. So, as such, you need to be the best and to ensure that they have the best of the best. You have to remember na yung mga airlines are setting the bar high with all of these flight attendant requirements plus their extensive training program. You can tell that they are very particular about who they bring onto the team. So again, let me just remind you that being a flight attendant is not just a job. It is a calling. Why? It is a calling to save lives even if you have to put your very own in great danger. Again, sabi ko nga, as a flight attendant, we are safety professionals, so we should be prepared of for any emergency. That's why it is a calling. Hindi lahat kayang magbuhos ng buhay. That's why it is not just a normal job. And also remember that being a flight attendant, it's not a glamorous work. We may be able to experience other cultures, travel to different places, etc. But we are not paid to look like a supermodel. Instead, we are paid to be pleasant, helpful, and attentive. If you think kasi if you think that a pretty face is enough, kung sa tingin nyo yun lang yung magiging pamantayan para maging flight attendant, then I can guarantee you there will be a lot more other people who are way handsome than you, who is way more prettier than you, kung yun lang ang magiging pamantayan bilang isang flight attendant. Alright? So, again, we are not just paid to stand and smile, but we are paid to ensure that you are good at passenger profiling to ensure a smooth journey for everyone. That's why during passenger boarding pa lang, nagpa-passenger profiling na kami. Sino sa tingin namin yung mga gagawa ng eksena sa lipad. So may mga ganun kaming thinking during boarding pa lang. And most of all, you have to remember that being a flight attendant, you are not in a beauty pageant. Again, because being a flight attendant, you are a person with a high-risk job whose main responsibility is to ensure safety of everyone in the cabin. So, looking presentable, safety knowledge, yung excellent customer service skills, no, and your unique personality, these will all play a great role for you to become an excellent and deserving flight attendant. So, yun lang po. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned a lot from me. And back to you, Sir Franklin.
Yes, thank you very much, Ma'am Ray. Ray ba or Ray?
Right po.
Ay, Ray.
Right.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes
Ma'am. Thank you
po.
very much. So, ayan. So, we have a Q&A na po para kay Ma'am Ray. Ayan. So, sino po ang pwede pong magtawag dito? Mag-ask ng questions regarding dun sa ating topic or any relative or related relevant questions regarding on our discussion.
Yes, you can ask me anything.
I have question po.
Okay po.
So, here in the Philippines po, ma'am, how much salary did flight attendant earn every month? And do they need to have experience before entering the job?
Yeah, okay. Good question. First, answer ko muna yung question na they have to have an experience before entering the job. No. Why? It's okay nga na fresh graduate ka or college level, di ba? Like I discussed a while ago, because you will still undergo an extensive training program. So once you are hired as a flight attendant, you will undergo survival exam, I mean swimming exam. You will undergo yung training, which is around for 2 months. Yung training na yon, it will be very strict. Kumbaga, ang what do you call this? Yung ano nga yung description ng marami, hindi kung hindi ka nag-aral nung nasa school ka pa, dito talaga mapapaaral ka ng matindi. For meron kayong exam yan. And then for every exam, you have to have a passing rate of 90% sa mga quizzes. Why? Because if you reach two exams na below 90% ka, kahit pa sabihin mong next week tapos na yung flight attendant training mo, matatanggal ka sa training. Hindi ka magiging flight attendant. That's why very important yung pag-aaral during the training. So yes, hindi kailangan ng experience because you will still undergo training. All right? And then for the salary, nag-differ siya. Like, for example, for me, line cabin crew, and let's say, ito nga, estimates na lang yung ibibigay ko. For AirAsia, estimate kita is actually yung, nga pala, explain ko muna. Ang aming flying pay is, nagdedepende siya sa flying hours. So, meron kaming pay per flying hour. Flying hour means yung oras lang talaga ng nilipad mo. Alright? So, yung oras na nilipad mo, let's say, times gantong amount, yun yung kikitain namin. Hindi yung duty hours. Flying hours kami pinabayaran. So, let's say, nag-duty man ako ng 12 hours a day, pero ang nilipad ko is 4 hours. Doon lang ako sa 4 hours babayaran. So, estimate, nung pre-pandemic pre-pandemic yung ibibigay ko example. Estimate amount for line cabin crew is around, maybe you can get, let's say, 40 to 50,000. With AirAsia yan 40 to 50,000. But pag todo talaga yung flying hours mo, more than 50. And then for senior cabin crew, around 50 to 70,000 depending sa flying hours. Ganun po. Pre-pandemic po ito Ngayon kasi wala masyadong flying hours dahil masyadong nga maraming restrictions. That's it. Have I answered your question? Are you
Yes.
satisfied?
Thank you, Jomar. So, another question for Ma'am Rai.
Yes po.
Sino po ang mga
Question
mag-ask ng
po.
question? Sino
Yes
po
po.
yan? Paki-acknowledge po yung name.
Manlapig po.
Okay. Miss Manlapi, go ahead.
Ma'am, sa isang araw po, nakakailang flight po ang mga line crew and senior cabin crew po, ma'am?
In a normal setting, yes, thank you. In a normal setting, pre-pandemic, nakaka-4 na flights kami in a day. 4 sectors.